Yo, what up, Toshi here? No cam today for this video because I do not have my cam on me at the moment. But we have the details of not only the tests for the CBT, right? We also have the summary from the live stream in case there was details I missed and various quality of lives I did not actually cover in previous videos. As you all know, I'm super duper excited for this game. So I just want to keep making videos, man. I think as of right now, aside from like anime stuff, this for me is the most anticipated thing I can cover as of right now. Anyways, let's get into it. Test details. Everness containment test officially begins on July 3rd. So that is a day before July 4th. I have to see what time this is in Eastern time in case I do end up getting into the beta. Again, nothing is guaranteed, but just in case I do get into the beta, let me see what time this is. So the CBT for me will be July the 2nd at 9 p.m. I'm excited. And this is assuming I get into it, right? Obviously. So new areas unlocked. We have Miguel District. This is the city area that they showed in the live stream, all the skyscrapers and everything. New Herland District, right? This is the whole region. So the containment test is going to take part in the containment zone, whereas before the technical test, which was the previous test, the offline test did feature just a smaller area. So they expanded the main area we'll be able to explore in the CBT. It looks nice, man. I think in general, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of The Amazing Spider-Man. Like, this seems as New York as you can get in terms of a city, right? Very tall skyscrapers, just absolutely gorgeous views from just across the city, and just so many different things into the city that makes the city feel full of life, which is very, very nice. I'm a huge fan of that. New weather system. Snow mode. We did go over that in the previous video, so you can change the weather during the game. So you can pretty much be in snow at any point in the game if you really want to be. Just to make for more immersion. I've never visited snow in real life, believe it or not. So for me, maybe this will be cool. Okay, now we have some of the characters. This is interesting. Actually, you know what? Matter of fact, we'll probably make this the main bulk of the video because I actually really want to go over the characters. Because I never had a chance to go over the character designs and all of that. Or maybe we'll make it a different video. Who knows? We have Hotari, who is the cosmos element. This element seems like a rainbow element. I don't... Rainbow light, I don't know, but it's just a rainbow element here. Her design looks... So they had two versions, right? They had the previous version and the newer version. Again, we'll probably do like a whole different breakdown later on in terms of the character designs, because I think that deserves its own video entirely, because it's actually very important to nail the character designs. Now, Hotari looks good. She looks objectively better than her previous version. But I am a fan of her previous version more so than her newer version because she showed more cleavage. That's the only reason why. And her thighs look nicer. That was the only reason why, though. But her design looks good. By King. Now, I am not a fan of his design just because it seems very basic. Like, in terms of basic, this is the typical design you would get for a male character in gacha games. For some reason, it just seems like the only game that can make good character male designs is like Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. Every other game's male designs just look so bland. I mean, I guess Wuthering Waves is okay with, like, Brant. Brant looks pretty cool. But other than that, like, he is the typical, Zhengli Yao, right, character in every single gacha game, so he looks alright. Hathor looks pretty good. This is probably the best design they have made so far. Just from the sheer detail, the sheer uniqueness of the character model, and just the outfit looks really good. It seems like they're definitely going to be raining home on the fan service. You can see the underbooba, and then you can see that she's literally wearing very short clothing, like her thighs are exposed. So it definitely seems like they're going to be raining in on the fan service, and she's of the, I'm going to guess this is light element, Lakshana. Wait, so... Oh, that's the attributes. Her name is not Lakshana, it's Hathor, okay. I like Hathor as a name better, though, anyways. New anomaly commissions. So the anomalies, like I said before, a little boss side task you can do throughout like the game's story and all of that. So they added new ones. Octopus. Okay. Sea Prisoner. Beat King. The Beat King list, that domain looks pretty sick. I think this is going to make for some very interesting things. Because look at the art style. The art style for the Sadie Teddy looks pretty sick. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this looks really sick. And then the Beat King looks like something you would see out of Lollipop Chainsaw. I think these are going to be really, really cool. And like I said, the exploration is what this game is going to do best. It's going to be the best of the current gacha game market, which is what I'm looking forward to the most, honestly. More vehicles. So they added 4 new cars, 1 motorcycle, 1 scooter. Or what is this, mall cop? I mean, like, the scooter is definitely what you expect. I think it's actually funny you get to ride around in a scooter if you want. I will say though that it is nice. The more variety of cars they have the opportunity to nail it with the exploration, the immersiveness, and just in general the customization for each individual player of this game. They can knock it out of the park here. I'm definitely interested to see how they take it, how far they take it. Okay, so now we have some housing. So they added up to 5 houses with new teleport feature. Nice. I remember seeing in like a previous post someone mentioning that the game should have less teleports. They should remove all teleports within the city. I disagree. You should still leave in the teleports for those that do not like to drive around all that this and third. They don't have much time on their hands. They rather just like go from A to like C without having to go from A to B to C, if that makes sense. Because they're maybe short on time. I think you should leave that feature in for every player. And if the players don't want to TP, they don't have to TP, right? I disagree with that take. It's kind of silly to me anyways. Now we have the vehicle requisition, the wanted system, the online racing mode, which I did not cover in the previous video, but the online racing mode is definitely going to be interesting. I'm actually curious to see how many players you can have in your racing, your races, because this is going to be fun, man. Like, imagine this between different content creators, your friends, so and so. Like, I just have people I can think of right now, top of my head, I can play this with. This is going to be really, really fun, man. Really, really fun. Again, they got to smooth out the driving in this game, the drifting, get the customization of the cars and stuff like that, make it better. Oh my goodness, this game is going to deliver if it can do those things. Owner's selection mode. So apparently you can make your own shop, which is interesting. Very interesting. I did not catch that in my first watch through, but I did see it in the second watch through. So I think we'll see how that turns out, but that's interesting. A little bit of what's that one game? That one game where you used to like make food, order up or something like that. A little bit of order up action. Delivery commissions, okay? So like Amazon worker, anomaly furniture products, okay? So like different anomalies you fight, you can collect those anomalies and then turn those anomalies into like furniture for your house, so on and so forth. That should be interesting. That one says a car, so I do wonder if that specific anomaly can become an asset on your car. Huh. Like sort of like a sticker or something. That's pretty cool then. That's actually really cool. Again, the more customization they can have for just the cars and just the housing, the shop too, the better this game will be, in my opinion. New episodes, so they have more story beats, right? I don't remember that character's not Hathor. Did I already forget her name? I already forgot her name. But yeah, that character. I don't know who the one in the middle is. I know this character was revealed very recently. Not too much a fan of her design, but for those that like it, there you go. I don't know what it is about the character that's like off-putting for me design wise. I usually like pink hair characters. There's like the first one where I'm like, maybe it's just like her design isn't all that. And then you have Lacrimosa. Love this character. Absolutely love this character. And you have Mint, and then I don't remember this character. I think that's not the main character, is it? It might be the main character, which is you, right? And you could choose like a male or female, right? So pretty cool. This one right here seems to be interesting though. The spin-off side story with Lacrimosa. This one seems to be fun. I think if they make this like the story, don't make it like deep, just make it fun. If you could make the story beats fun, I think that's just going to be the best you can do with the game. Just in general, I don't think the game needs to have any deep lore or anything like that. Just make the story fun, right? Make it fun and interactive. All right, so we got some optimization for the environments. Looks pretty good. I did see the previous version. I was like, the previous version already looked decent. This one just looks even better. So I don't know how far they could take it with the graphics, but the better you can make it, just the better overall experience it will bring for the players. I do like the fact that this is as close as you can get to like a Japanese setting, right? Like IRL. This looks really good. Character updates. So we have the MC. This is the female MC, the male MC. The MCs in this game actually look pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. They actually look pretty good. Like I'm not even gonna front. They look pretty good. So we have the visual overhauls for Alphard. Oh my goodness, her thighs are big. Nice. G1. Okay. I like that she has a huge hat. She definitely reminds me of a character from Silver Palace, just in terms of her design, her aesthetic. Daffodil. That's actually a cool name, Daffodil. I don't really like her design too much, but for those of you that like full clothing, suit and tie type of character waifu, there you go. And then you have Blackbird, very sick name. I wonder if she just like flies in the air and drops bombs on people, or just like I don't know, that'd be sick. But cool, like this design is definitely like over the top and stuff like that. I mean, quite literally, look at the top of it. It's definitely over the top. Really just getting out of frame here. It looks good though. But out of all of these, I would say my favorite one is Alphard. And probably because she, to me, has a like Raiden Mei aesthetic, which I actually do value a lot. Okay, now we have some new character visuals. So they updated the visuals for the older characters. This is Nanali, right? This is the before and the after. The after definitely looks objectively better, right? You can see like the colors just like look crispier. The hair is smoothed out. Just overall, the character just looks better, right? The skin isn't as pale. The model is just like the shape of the head is like more spear-like, not ovally. So it looks better in general. It looks more like they're trying to make it as realistic. Again, do the best you can, right? They're making it look as realistic as possible. So I like the designs, right? And while still keeping, of course, the anime aesthetic. It is definitely an anime game first and foremost, but they're making the models just look better, right? So combat system enhancements, optimized control, optimized character animation, remaking some skills, optimized monster attack detection, camera logic and scheduling adjustment optimize, critical dodge, counter attack. So they added this. Remember, we went over this in previous video in the parry attack, right? So the combat is going to be more Withering Waves-esque. So we'll see how this turns out when we get our hands on the CBT. Driving system update, new route tracking feature. I like this a lot. Nice. That makes for just questing and just in general getting from A to B a lot easier, especially in a town like this, or a city like this rather, that's going to be very convoluted, right? There's going to be a lot of stuff. If you're getting into this for the first time, you're not going to know where to go, right? I like this. I mean, this is a typical thing in any game, but I like how detailed it is. Shop management optimization, added quick restock and shopping list. Okay. So this is like for your shop you can own in the game. All right, so character acquisition, character board, S rank characters from the limited board are always the current featured ones. You will never lose another 50-50. We went over that before. The best gacha system in gacha gaming as of right now. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It is the best gacha system we have right now in gacha gaming. When I talk about gacha gaming, I mean the mainstream gacha games, right? This is the best system by far. Not even close. Mobile optimization. So this is going to be the... Oh yeah, we know this in the previous video, right? So this is a Snapdragon. Like I said, oh, I didn't go over this in the previous video, right? I guess we could talk about release date real quick. So realistically, the release date for this game is not going to be as soon as you think, because they still have to test this game out globally on phones. So the next CBT we get is going to be the global CBT for phone. So I really wouldn't expect this game. Like, we'd be lucky if we get this game by the end of the year. Probably early next year if I had to be completely honest. But if we do get it by the end of the year, consider that a Christmas present, because this game looks... I'm super excited, man. Obviously I want the game to be in the best shape possible. But listen, man, I want to get my hands on this game as soon as possible, man. This game looks so fun. It looks so fun, man. All right. Live stream surprise. We'll get that later on. A music festival. Maybe I'll make a video on this. We'll see how it turns out. I'm usually not the type of person. I never did this for Star Rail, so I never really cared about the live shows and stuff like that. But who knows? Optimization summary. So this is for the live stream in the open world, just characters and overall quality of life updates. Adding more NPC behaviors, phone calls, taking shelter from rain, conversations. So they're making it as realistic as possible, which is nice. Adding more interactable small animals, so you can run around, little cats, little dogs. Little dogs would be pretty cute. You can run around, play with them, maybe pet them, right? Give them food. That'd be pretty cool, right? You can give them something from your shop. Maybe imagine you have like an NPC walk into your shop with a dog. I don't know if they allow that in other countries. Maybe you have like an NPC walk into your shop with a dog or something. That'd be pretty cool, right? I'm just thinking of the little stuff. The little stuff matters, man. The little stuff really does matter. Add more tram and bus routes. Interesting. I wonder how taking the bus is going to be in this game. I'm excited, man. Add in map and open world route navigation function. Nice. Optimize map and icon display effects. Add in more selectable weather options. We went over that right with the snow. Optimize shortcut key feet function. Okay. So just more quality of life, right? Makes just navigation and just stuff in general better. Character visual enhancement, character hair highlight, effects optimization, right? We looked at the hair for Nanalie. It looks a lot better in the second edition. Character eyebrow animation optimization. Okay, we're just upping the animation on the eyebrows. Nice. Character material optimization. So like the outfit, stuff like that looks better, right? We looked at the outfit for, I forgot her, but oh man, the girl, I forgot her name, but you know, the girl with the black hair with the parasol, her material looks a lot better in the second edition. Character outline lighting optimization, they did this for all the characters. Self shadow, all of the characters. Character lighting optimization, all the characters. I will say Mint was the closest as to the, like, just looking as ready to go as possible for a character design, and they made hers even better, which was surprising to me. Character rendering supports lumen global illumination. Again, these are things I don't. These like this is out of my pay grade. I don't even know what this is. Point light source attenuation optimization. Out of my pay grade. Skin rendering, add subsurface scattering technology, enhanced translucency effects. Okay, cool. I actually am the skin, right? I actually am curious to see how skins, like skins, not the skin, right? But skins in this game turn out. Just a thought I had after reading skin. Character combat updates, add a new mechanism parry attack, add a critical dodge and counterattack, blah blah. Remade female protagonist model, updating skills, optimize entry attack QTE effects. We saw that before, although they didn't really do too much QTE in the live showcase. So I actually have to see how this turns out at launch. Not launch, but excuse me, the CBT releasing, which we're actually going to get news on CBT performance in a few days here, because CN is actually going to be playing a week earlier than we are with the CBT. Optimize interruption and input buffers, optimize camera combat camera adaptability. So like you maybe can lock onto the enemy and you're able, like just like you would in Withering Waves during a fight. Adjusted Esper cycle effects. It makes for dodging and just parrying a lot easier, right? Because you can see the enemy if the enemy goes high up in the air, or the enemy ends up going behind you after doing like a dash attack or something like that, right? Optimize Mint, Fadia, Skia, Lacrimosa, Nanalie, Sakuri, Adler combat animation. Okay, cool. I know Lacrimosa has like some like telekinesis or like something like that with her abilities. Like for instance, Tatsumaki from One Punch Man, from what I saw. So that's pretty sick, right? Optimize arc display effects, add in more controllable characters. Okay, cool. And last but not least, open world combat experience. Blood on the Cursed Blade, Title Ascension, and other monster infested area optimization, treasure chest effects iteration. They actually didn't show much of the treasure chests going around and collecting. So I actually am curious to see how they implement it in this game. Like, will they do it like, it'll probably be like on top of skyscrapers, in between alleyways, so on and so forth, right? Gameplay clue tips optimization, entry and color change effects optimization. I also am curious to see if they throw, how many chests they're going to throw, right? Is it going to be like a ton of chests, but very little currency in each individual chest, or less chests and more currency in each individual chest? We'll have to wait and see. Entry and color change effects optimization, new elite monsters and gameplay optimization, entrance effects optimization, added more gameplay and combat instances. We love more again, we'll see how they do the combat by the end of the games, like to the release. As of right now, I am still like, what do they call it? There's like bullish and there's like, bullish is like, you're bearish. I'm bearish about the combat as of right now still. We'll have to wait and see, right? Added custom license plate function, added more car models, car modification parts, and decals. I actually did see like this picture comparing some of the car models. There was like one that was like Lamborghini, which you probably saw in the live stream. And then there was one that was like a Toyota, like an old school Toyota, it's like 60s car. And another one was like a jet. I think it was like a jet wagon or something like that. Optimized vehicle driving feel, optimized drift effects, added right side boarding function, added vehicle tire puncture, optimized weather effects on vehicle performance. Also, they didn't show like the gearing system, or at least I don't remember them showing the gearing system in this game. But I heard the gearing system in this game was actually like really good, So yeah, that'll be interesting. The witch's house, added witches, Blackbird's first meeting animation related related actions. That's the character with the giant tall hat. So she's a witch, confirmed. Optimize the witch's house lighting effects, so you can actually go inside of her house. So I mean, it's a part of this whole animation. So maybe it's like just built into the story, right? Optimize the witch's house scene and surrounding atmosphere. Expanded the witch's house divination treasure hunting range. Okay. So she's gonna help you. No. Okay. So there's like more treasure hunting to be had inside the witch's house. Okay. So I wonder how big her house is. It must be huge then. But that wraps it up here. Thank you for watching. Remember, you do have one more day left at the time of recording to actually enter into the CBT if you have not yet. Get a chance to try out Neverness to Everness before the game does inevitably release. We'll have another CBT after this one, though. So if you missed this one, there's still an opportunity to get into the next one. It's not confirmed, quote unquote, but they still have to test the mobile side of the game for the global release. And they have yet to add that for global. So we'll be getting the global test version with mobile, right, and PC as a platform later on. But as of right now, this test is only for PC. So if you're trying to enter with a mobile device, it won't let you on the global side of things, right? Because CN can play on their mobile devices and on their respective side of the testing, right? And their test is like the 26th, 25th, 26th, whatever, and ours is like July 2nd or 3rd, right? That's it. That's the video here. Thank you for watching, and have a nice rest of your day. I'm so excited for this game. You just don't even understand.